21 Reasons Why Tun Mahathir Cannot Become Prime Minister. A pilot lists out on his Facebook 21 reasons why Pakistan Harapan chairman Tun Mahathir cannot become the Prime Minister, and he is especially thankful of Mahathir's Bhumiputera policy that forced him to become a pilot. Calling himself through, he said he graduated with a doctorate degree in civil engineering but learned that the Indian quota for lecturers in local universities had been filled. So he signed up as a guest lecturer on a contract renewable once in a few months. Another university offered him to be an associate professor. He said mockingly that in order to fulfill Mahathir's Bhumiputera-only policy, he tried to go to the US to take up a postdoctorate program which he was qualified. However, he did not expect that this program was also limited to Bhumiputera only, which made him unable to pursue an academic career. He was eventually forced to become a pilot. Now Mahathir wants to save a Malaysia which practices racial discrimination. Through asks Pakistan supporters whether to let Mahathir save Malaysia or save Malaysia from Mahathir. Through thinks there are 21 reasons that Mahathir cannot become the Prime Minister. He says, Number 1, when I was in primary 2, Mahathir tried quietly to control the tin market through Maminco Holdings. When the tin market collapsed, his firm lost $253 million, equivalent to $985 million. Eventually, the company closed down. Now Mahathir wants to save Malaysia from mismanagement. Number 2, he caused BMF to lose RM2.5 billion in the Hong Kong financial scandal, and now Mahathir wants to save a financially mismanaged Malaysia. Number 3, due to his ambition to develop heavy industry, Purwaja Steel was set up and lost RM10 billion. Eric Shih became the scapegoat. Now Mahathir says he wants to save Malaysia from losing GLCs. Number 4, his privatization policy is in reality to pass to his cronies national public amenities, including electricity power, telecommunications and even railway network, giving birth to super-rich Malays and multi-billionaires and widening the wealth disparity among the Bhumiputera. Now Mahathir says he wants to save Malaysia from such bad policies. Number 5, his speculation on foreign exchange in 1985 resulted in Bank Negara's loss of $10 billion in foreign reserves. And now he wants to save Malaysia from foreign exchange deficit. Number 6, Mas lost RM8 billion in a span of 8 years, but he kept helping it financially. Even when Mas shares fell from RM8 to RM3, the government used public funds to buy up its shares at RM8. He received a 32% stake while the RM1.8 billion from public funds had gone to businessman Tan Sri Ajuddin. Now Mahathir wants to save Malaysia from kleptomaniac. Number 7, the PKFZ scandal had resulted in a loss of RM4.6 billion. He freed himself, leaving behind Tun Ling lying sick. Now Mahathir says he wants to save Malaysia. Number 8, under the program to nurture Bhumiputera suppliers, he forced Proton and other industries to buy from designated suppliers on long-term basis. And now Mahathir wants to save Malaysia from money politics. Number 9, he belittled WTO and raised import tax on foreign cars up to 300%, forcing people to buy Proton on bank loans stretching up to 9 years. Now Mahathir wants to save Malaysia from trade protectionism. Number 10, he neglected Sabah and Sarawak's development for 22 years, and now he says East Malaysians should rely on self-improvement rather than financial aids. Mahathir now says he wants to save Malaysia from the J community, K community, Sabah and Sarawak. Number 11, under Operasi Lalayang, he jailed people he didn't like without trial, and now he says he would save Malaysia from such wrongdoings. Number 12, He suspended 3 newspapers and jailed editors for reporting his political and financial scandals. Now he wants to save Malaysia from the oppression of press freedom. Number 13. He weakened the power of the monarchy and laid down the unprecedented principle placing executive power above that of judiciary. Now Mahathir wants to save Malaysia from government intervention of the judiciary. Number 14. He changed the population composition of Sabah by launching his IC project and increasing hugely the number of immigrants leading to the Lahat Datu incident. Now Mahathir wants to save Malaysia from the serious immigration problem. Number 15. He blamed financial speculator George Soros and the Jews for the devaluation of the ringgit. When that failed, he turned and blamed the deputy prime minister for being a gay and sacked him. Now Mahathir says he wants to save Malaysia from the abuse of human rights. Number 16. When his former deputy and family were having dinner, he sent people to break up the glass door and kidnapped him in front of his family members and put him in jail. Now he wants to save Malaysia from political persecution. Number 17. He sent people to assault his former deputy and pretended he was shocked. Subsequently, he set up police independent panel to investigate the incident, but the panel died a natural death with the withdrawal of funds. Now he wants to save Malaysia from a police state. Number 18. When he realized the ringgit will soon collapse, he, instead of repaying the debts, forced the merger of a group of leading banks comprising some profitable banks and his cronies to redistribute resources and also stopped people from depositing money overseas. Now Mahathir wants to save Malaysia from capital control. Number 19. He repeatedly blamed the Jews and regarded Schindler's List is a movie appealing for sympathy for the Jews. The movie was banned in Malaysia. Zoran Nikolic, the KL Selangor footballer, was sacked after winning the Malaysia Cup because he has a Serbian passport. Now Mahathir wants to save Malaysia from religious fundamentalism. Number 20. During his reign, he used racialism to divide the people through the top national academic institution. He tried to convince this institution that race A is superior than race B and C because B and C are outsiders and not Bumiputra. Now Mahathir wants to save Malaysia from racism. Number 21 and the last one, he once accused Lim Kit Siang for practicing nepotism by making his son Lim Guanang the chief minister of Penang. Isn't it nepotism when he allowed his son Mukraz to become Kedamentary Bizar? Now Mahathir wants to save Malaysia from nepotism and cronyism.